Hey everyone, it's Lonnie. I'm here today to share with you my entry into the joint challenge that is hosted by Lovinscrapbooking and Stacy Lee here on YouTube. They have a giveaway going on while they clean up their craft room, and I'm super excited to see, Zoua, what yours looks like. She had told me that her color scheme is going to be black, white, and pink. So therefore my card is that same exact scheme because I wanted it to match her room. So as you might have seen, Zoua and I we decided to swap some of our haul goodies. So since I had a package going her way, I decided to join at the very last minute and stick my card in there. So unfortunately, I was only able to make one, so I'm so sorry, Stacy, but hopefully I can make you something soon. Sooner than later when everything settles. My family and I are going on vacation in a couple days, so my time was I had very little time to do this, so this is what I had come up with that night. So by the time you see this video, Zoua will already have received this card, and she wanted to be surprised, so I'm just filming this before I send it out. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I used one of the Michaels $1.50 frames in a very deep magenta pink. I love it. I took the backing off and just adhered from like here to here with glossy accents, and then she can pull out this tag right here with her name in it. Part of the requirements for the challenge is to use 2 flowers and 2 stamps. And the card has to be an A2 size or larger. So this is a 5.5 by 5.5 square easel card. So I'm hoping that extended it, it works for the requirements. All the papers that you see here are from the My Mind's Eye Breeze collection. I love the papers, and I had a bunch of the stacks when they had pennied out, so I thought it would work perfectly for this card. All the papers minus the solid black, which is just plain black cardstock. Okay, this die cut behind the frame right here is from my latest addition into my Spellbinders collection, and it's the Floral Ovals set, and I use the largest die to make this cut shape right here. And some of you might know, or probably majority of you might know, the technique of using a fork to create the perfect bow. And around the time that I had discovered, the technique on YouTube, I was browsing Michaels, and I was in the unfinished wood aisle, and I came across this contraption. And it has these long, tall dowels and many peg holes to place them in. So it allows you to make ultimately any size bow. So at the time it was on clearance for like 29 cents, and I figured why not? It's very cheap right now, and I pretty much can apply the same concept using the fork to this contraption. And I have to say it's one of by far the most used tools that I have, because I do make a lot of feminine projects, and so bows are normally a staple somewhere, and this allows me to mass produce a bunch of bows at one time because the dowels are so tall. Okay, so look out for that in Michaels. I don't know what the actual real use for that is, but that's what it looks like, and it's just wrapped in like saran wrap looking wrapping, so you can tell up front what it is. And let's see, these flowers are from Jennifer Smith, who had racked them to me a while back, and I'm finally getting to use them. So thank you so much, Jennifer. They worked perfectly for this card. And then this trim down here, it's a nice lightweight pleated trim that has like a lace top. It just worked perfectly, and I had it in my stash, so it gave it that nice extra touch. The border that's around the sides are from this EK Success Punch, and it's very similar to the Martha Stewart Doily Lace Punch if you have that, so I just really love it. And then I added a few flat back pearls, and then mini ones along the top. Okay, I think that's it. And Zoua's name is stamped using just Versamark ink and then the Stampendous Detail White embossing powder. And so when we open it up, it's an easel card. There you go. And these like tuck in there, perfect. It's cute. I love it. I love it, love it. So to hold it up, I just stacked some chipboard underneath, like 3 layers of chipboard, and then I punched out the same, you know, border, and that way it like completes the square. And then, as I said, the papers are from the Breeze collection, and these ribbons right here are stacked, and it's the same black satin ribbon that I used for the bow, and then some like gathered magenta ribbon on top of it. And the sentiment is actually 3 different stamps in the Teresa Collins, I believe, Everyday Moments collection. I'm not really sure, but I just pieced them together to make one complete sentiment. So it just says, love everything about today. This is the good stuff. And I just had some like scrap paper that happened to match like the same magenta, so I just cut that and then added some flat back pearls. The Today stamp is actually heat embossed, so I don't know if you can tell. And then the ink that I used for the pink is from the Memento Dewdrops, and it's the rosebud color, and that's also what I picked up from my Michaels haul. So I'm really excited I get to, you know, play with a lot of the stuff that I had bought. And her name is actually using this Studio G Alpha set that I picked up a while back, and I think it's like the perfect size, and it worked out for her name there. I really, really love it. I love the Z. So I believe that's it, you guys. The back is just all plain. I covered everything in black, and then that's my stamp right there, from Trees to Treasure. So I really hope this is a nice addition to your card display that you're going to be having in your new craft room, Zoua. I really had fun doing it. I was so happy I got to craft amidst all the chaos of vacation planning. So I hope you like it. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and have a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.